Kastom Gaden originally come from how our people during nomadic days, they travel from one place to another, and as they do that, they put up their huts or shelter, and around their shelter is garden. Okay, so that's where the word Kastom Gaden comes from.
Kastom Gaden is a non-governmental organization established in 1989 in the Solomon Islands. It was the initiative of Joini Tutua and Tony Jensen. The role of Kastom Gaden is to assist communities in the Solomon Islands with food security and sustainable livelihood for people at the grassroots level.
Lift it and don't crack it. So I started this Kastom Gaden from the idea of trying to bring back the kind of methods and technologies used by our ancestors. So when I came here, I started a farm. My farm is called Zainatina Organic Farm. Right. Zainatina, Zai means grandmother and Tina means mother. Both of these ladies never fed me with any food which had agricultural chemicals. No way. They grew their food naturally, and that's what they fed me with.
The issue of food security and sustainable livelihood has now become a global feature, and in many parts of the world, governments and communities are trying to find ways and methods to overcome the problem of food security. In the Solomon Islands, Kastom Gaden has been working in the provinces and with various communities to promote and get people to revert to traditional ways of food gardening that doesn't only benefit the family but is also income generating.
Our project covers the whole of the Solomon Islands, all the provinces, and a good number of communities we work with. And we have 1,000 plus partners out in the provinces, and we work closely with them.
The success of the work of Kastom Gaden is its networks and collaboration at all levels of society, from the communities through to the government.
We are already establishing our networks, and we've been doing awareness program. We've been setting up sort of programs with people in the village to go back growing of local food.
Just outside of Honiara is the settlement of Araligo, an area where Kastom Gaden is well established, and its assistance to farmers have been highly valued. Training programs in Araligo have resulted in positive responses, given the increasing number of farmers who've benefited from the ongoing training.
Places like here in Araligo, like it's very dry, and so when we tried out the technique being informed to us, and we see the big difference, and there are a little bit mistakes which are still to be maintained later, yeah? And we are thankful that they always visit us. But the outcome of the training is like 99% positive.
Farmers are encouraged to adopt techniques that aren't necessarily new, but somehow have been forgotten or neglected.
Like at the first place, we do slash and burn here, and without knowing that we are destroying the land. And when the Kastom Gaden came and teach us that to burn the grass or the rubbish, you are killing off the soil and the nutrients inside there.
The promotion of traditional methods of gardening is of paramount importance to Kastom Gaden, and one thing that is instilled to all farmers is that any form of chemical fertilizer is prohibited.
I could see the difference between fertilizer and organic farming. Like at the first place, we thought that fertilizer is the answer to good crop, yeah? but we find that it's just fertilizer is just another poison. And for organic, it's 100% better than artificial fertilizer.
From Honiara in Guadalcanal to Aoki in the province of Malaita to the village of Busharata, here the work of Kastom Gaden is also promoted, and local villagers with the support of Kastom Gaden have established training facilities to further spread the gospel of Kastom Gaden. Lionel has been a farmer for the last 15 years and has received training from Kastom Gaden. He's also involved in training and helped establish the Guanifiu Training Center in Busharata. He helps train young people in the methods of gardening that Kastom Gaden promotes.
This kind of training center is so very important in rural areas. Rather than we made a big school which is too expensive, but this one is, it's a local type of farmer school, and it's good for people at rural areas. Like, it feeds us because we have nothing big things. We have to start with small thing, small training. So we need this training to be improved.
Lionel's vision to start a training school has been greatly supported by Kastom Gaden, providing youths who've come from far and wide with a sense of purpose, but more importantly, the knowledge and skills they can use to sustain themselves. For Lionel, it's important that people who have gone away to be educated return and assist others in the community.
People should, when they go further on training, they should come back and train train the people in rural areas, not they stay in the offices. Like, for example, if things that they learn and then they stay in the offices, they just use computers to plant things inside. Like, we don't plant garden in the computers, we plant garden in the soil. So what is soil? I'm doing now. The really thing is we must understand the soil. Everything comes on the soil. So it's good that we don't plant garden in the computers.
Maintaining gender equity is also an important component of the work of Kastom Gaden. Many women have been trained and gone away with acquired skills to become